From Seattle, here she comes. Look at that. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Big foodie in Seattle. She loves it. She cooks a lot. She's been cooking since she got here, and it's been awesome. Today she made papusas.
Papusas.
It was awesome. Check out her Instagram, SLE Bud. Check out her Instagram and everything. All sorts of great food stuff. So that is cool. I'm really excited. I haven't seen her since last Thanksgiving, and here she is. So it's very cool. And so today, close on the heels of my fishing trip that I went out with Phil Wingo and John Kirshner and Mario DiBiase, all the people that you should be following on Instagram, we had a little bit of a business meeting, and we went to Ohio and we fished on Lake Erie. We got Captain Allen from Lost Tackle Charter. We're going to show you that. And we went out on the lake all the way into like Canadian waters, and we caught walleye, and it was awesome. Hopefully you've seen that content and what I did with it. And it's a delicious fish. And we had the time of our lives out there. And we spent all day Sunday cooking and grazing and talking a little bit about business. I'm going to be able to offer to you and any of my restaurant friends or chefs bulk spices and seasonings and sauces and coffee, and anyone on the retail side will be able to get you those things in shaker bottles and stuff like that. So very, very exciting news. I am part of the tri-state area New Jersey street crew for Pork Mafia, and kudos go out to our Mafia boss, Phil Wingo. So awesome stuff is happening in the world of the Grateful Chef. So today, Sophie did the sign. Fish tacos with cabbage slaw. 2 different kinds of cabbage, Napa and red cabbage. It's going to be really, really delicious. I'm going to show you how to put it together. And then we're going to talk about the breading of the fish and everything. And yeah, it was a great trip. We hit our limit. It was very cool. So you can do this in a blender, but today I'm doing it in my trusty old, and I mean old, Magic Bullet. Bought it at a thrift store for like $4. It's been great. So we are basically going to be making an emulsion, just like you would a vinaigrette. This is for our slaw. So I've got that Napa cabbage, and I've got the purple cabbage in there. I am going to add to it some julienne carrots. I don't think I'm going to need all this. I don't like a very heavy carrot slaw, but I cut it all up anyway. We're going to put that in there. I'm going to give it a quick toss around, just to incorporate it and get it all over my kitchen floor. But hey, that's cooking. And that's what we do here. We do real live cooking. All right, so just get those carrots in there, incorporated. Beautiful. And now we're going to go start building our vinaigrette. So the ingredients, we've got 2 ounces of orange juice. This is nice, fresh squeezed orange juice. Okay, of course I'm using my prep deck. You know how much I love this prep deck. This is 2 ounces of fresh squeezed lime juice. In that goes. I have got some Dijon mustard I'm going to put in there. This is 2 tablespoons Dijon mustard. So this looks just like a vinaigrette. So that's exactly what we're doing. Getting in the ingredients before we then emulsify our oil. We're using vegetable oil today. All right, that's in there. I also have some honey. Again, 2 tablespoons of honey. Get that in there. Beauty. Real simple, real easy to do. It's going to make this slaw awesome. I'm going to put in, this is basil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the basil in fresh right into there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cap on, and we're just going to whiz this so it mixes them all together, and then we're going to throw in our oil. about this magic bullet. It really goes at a pretty high speed. So I'm going to put all the oil in. And certainly if you don't have this and you don't feel like taking out your blender, just do it right in the bowl. It's going to taste just fine. I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper in there too. Got my Finamil doing the job. A little black pepper. All right, we're going to blend this up together, get that emulsified. Let that go. I'm going to throw in my basil. I just chopped it up. I'm going to mix that in. Going in with my clean hands because I don't want to get it all over the floor. There we go. Nice and creamy. All right, so we got a nice creamy slaw dressing. And by now I should say welcome to anyone that's viewing this live on YouTube. I stream there as well. There's a slight delay, so I have to kind of say hello to them after we start. All right, that's going in beautiful. Give this a quick toss around. Do it with just my fork. Fold that in. And I'm going to let this kind of marinate while we bread and fry the fish. Beautiful color. This is going to be great for fish tacos. And what I think I'm going to do, because I can...
Taste it?
No. I'm going to go grab me a little bit of...
What's over here?
Pork Mafia. Louisiana Bayou. We give it a little bit of a tang. Oh, it's not open. There's a fresh bottle. So these are those shaker bottles we were talking about. Just going to put a little bit in. This is going to add just another layer of flavor. We've got a Greek one, but I think for the tacos, we'll get ourselves a little bit of a kick from the spice here. That's it. And this is going to be fantastic. Nice. All right. I'm going to let that, again, we'll let that marinate, and we're going to get working on our fish. So, I've never had walleye before this weekend. And boy, am I glad I did, because it is a really nice white fish. It's got a finer flake than, let's say, cod or, you know, salmon. It's a nice fine flake. It is perfect for breading and frying. So very cool. And it just works well with a whole bunch of flavors because it's got a mild flavor, so it'll pick up whatever flavors you want to cook it with. So I'm doing what is called the standard breading procedure. Okay, so typically the standard breading procedure, if you want to bread anything successfully, is flour, egg, breadcrumbs, or whatever, you know, something like breadcrumbs, panko, or back in the flour. So what I'm going to do is this has flour in it. It's got flour, it's got cornmeal, it's got seasonings. So I'm going to use this for our flour. The flour gives the egg something to stick to, and then the egg, it'll go back into the fish fry, and that the egg will help it stick to the fish. So let's get our fish. I've got a couple of packs right here.
You've got Kim Donaldson, and she said she's always wanted to make this.
Hello, Kim.
And I know Dave asked this earlier. Dave Levine asked, "Is this fish from Lake Erie?" I think you already answered that.
It is fish from Lake Erie. It's really cool because it's not a fighting fish, so it's really, you know, wasn't like, I mean, it was hard because we had to reel it in long distance, but it's not a fish that really fights you. Once you get it, you got to kind of reel it in steady, but not, you know, you can't jerk up on the pole because its mouth is very, very delicate, and you could tear it and then you won't get the fish. So I'm just cutting these fillets into small pieces suitable for tacos, like so. I'm going to put them into our fish fry. Just like that. These were expertly dispatched by a great fish cleaner. He did a great job. He knows what parts you want and what parts you don't. So these are all going to go. Took the skin off, of course.
I see you're kind of cutting it at an angle. Is there any reason?
Yeah, it just gives you a little more surface area. So this is a little bit thicker. So I'm going to cut this one in half because we are doing tacos. And I'm going to cut these into pieces. Nice. I'll do one more batch. And I hope everyone has been doing cooking, and I always ask, show us what you're doing on the Facebook group or on the paper towel, the new page. Definitely start populating that with some information. Share me and what we're doing with your friends so we can all enjoy cooking together like we do in the Grateful Chef kitchen. Thank you.
And you also have Patty Florio Hammer. She said,
"Hey, Patty."
Hi, Lynn and Eric.
Yeah, I look forward to the day when we have people in the audience once again.
We have people.
Yes.
Sophie.
We do have people. All right, this is awesome. This fish fries up so crispy and tender, especially with this fish fry. Let me get a little. Nice. All right, good. Okay. Throw this away. Give me that. Thank you. Let's wipe this down so it's not so messy. Fantastic. All right. So again, we're doing the first coating in our fish fry, and that's going to really pick up a lot of that flour that's in here and the seasoning. So it's kind of like doing a double duty here. Seasoning and getting you that flour coating that you want. So this is a great fish fry. So this is from, Lost Tackle Charter, but it is made by our very own Phil Wingo and Pork Mafia.
So was Captain Allen your captain?
Captain Allen was our captain.
Well, Captain Allen says, poor fella. I had him reel in all the long lines.
Yeah, I got all the 450 footers. Or it could have been meters. I don't even know. It was hard. When you don't fish every day, it was hard.
Come on, you've got those arms.
Oh, I do have Popeye arms, he called them. But we did great. I mean, it was awesome. And the lake was in our favor. All right, so now I'm just going to put these into the egg. See what I can do, a few at a time here. And I'm going to keep my hands dry by using a fork. So these are just whole eggs. There's 6 of them in here, I think. Yeah. I want to get that egg to stick to the flour. Yeah, I gotta say, Captain Allen, talk about line management, man. He, you could tell it wasn't his first boat trip, you know what I mean? He really did a great job. We had a dozen lines out there, probably a 30-foot swatch behind the boat. We were trolling. It was great. All right. Let me put these now back into our breading. Coat it up nice. Nice, and I'm just going to put this in here, and we're just going to...
And what's it doing over there? Just going to sit?
Yep, it's going to sit, and then we're going to fry. Sophie, check the temperature of the oil if you would.
Certainly.
Thank you. Where are we at? Nice.
400?
All right, you can lower 400?
I think so.
Let's see. Yeah, you can lower that just a little bit. We don't need it that hot.
What temperature you really
I
going for?
I'm looking for about 375. So that's ideal. And of course, when you put the fish in, it'll lower the temperature. You want it to recover back. So let me put all these in here. Nice. Fantastic. Yeah, this is great. We had this when we got back from fishing. We had this. This was the first thing we had. So it was like our first taste of it, and it just blew our minds.
And I'll say that you brought the leftovers home. Soap and I loved it so much that we wanted fish tacos.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it's just such a great flavor. And last night, I made a whole walleye, and I did it with Thai flavors, and it was outstanding. So great. Wasn't it? Yep.
Did you say you named him Pablo?
We named him Pablo.
Sophie named him Pablo.
We ate the whole thing.
We ate Pablo.
Mm-hmm.
Cheeks and all.
That's right. That's the best part, isn't it?
Cheeks were pretty awesome.
All right. Nice. Oh, that's a nice hunk of fish right there. All right. Mix these up. Get them into the second breading. Nice. Now this is going to be good. So I'm going to, once we get a couple more, I'm going to put Sophie on the frying station. And we'll continue to do this, or she can do this, and we'll fry.
Whatever you would like.
I would say let's have Sophie over here.
I
and
think that
we'll
would
fry.
be called Yes Chef, Dad.
Yes, Chef Dad.
And to you guys, yes, producer.
Yes, producer. All right, so let me get these covered, and then we'll start frying them up. Nice. Fantastic. Well, you can really smell the spices in this. This is very cool.
I just love the texture.
All right. Yeah, as you guys know, Lynn is a very textural person when it comes to food. So if she likes it,
Then it's awesome.
then it's awesome.
At least for me.
All right, so you're gonna come over here. You'll finish these up. Nice having a little sous chef in the kitchen. And if you need more breading, it's right over there. Nice. All right, here we go. Cool. We're going to the stove. Sophie will finish this up. Wash my hands. Here we go. All right. Meet me at the stove, Lynn. I'm going to give you another container to put that in. All right. Here's your hotel pan, and let's go. All right, this is pretty hot stuff, so we'll see. I'll start with some small ones. They'll cook quick. So what we did, the fish cutter, actually, when he was making the fillets, he actually gave us the cheeks in a separate bag. So the first thing we had were the cheeks, and they were just amazing. All right. Beautiful. I learned something from Mr. Phil Wingo, and I'm not doing it here because I have ample ventilation, but we were in an Airbnb. he told us to get safflower oil because safflower oil will prevent the entire house smelling like fish. And I didn't know that. And you know what?
It worked.
It worked. All we could smell the spices, but there was absolutely no fish smell in the house. So that was awesome. That was very awesome, Phil.
Okay, we've got a couple of comments from Captain Allen.
Yes, Captain?
A lot of people very interested in that whole walleye cooking. Not many people here do that style of cooking, so it's a very interesting way to cook up the fish. And it was really
The
outstanding.
whole fish?
The whole fish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because, you know, the fish does lend itself very well to frying. But both Mario and I roasted our fish, and it was just outstanding. I added that banana leaf wrap, and it gave it that just an extra layer of flavor, and that's what chefs do. But man, let me tell you something. Lynn isn't big on eating things off the bone either, so for her to have eaten a whole fish off the bone and love it, like wants me to do it again.
Oh yeah.
Killer.
I tried not looking in its eye, but then you turned it towards me.
Yes, I did.
More from Alan. He said, glad you like my breading. Cornmeal is the key to get the crunch. I prefer Land O'Lakes butter and pan fry in a cast iron skillet for walleye or
Awesome.
perch.
All right, so I'm pulling out of the oven our tortillas. Another little trick that I've learned and I want to share. 350-degree oven wrapped in foil. These are corn tortillas. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out and we'll put them into my tortilla holder. So what happens is these will steam. They will get nice and warm and nice and soft. You can see the steam coming off them. They are sticking together a little bit, but we'll get over it. All right. Look at this.
I'm going to come over and take a look at yours.
All right, look at these. Absolutely gorgeous. This breading is flawless.
So I think next time we'll have to try Alan's suggestion.
Yeah.
But these are absolutely love them.
Yep. Delicious. Here we have temperature-wise. Okay, doing great. All right, I'm going to take these out. Let's see here. Beautiful. You know what they say? GBD, golden brown and delicious. All right, putting them on some paper towel and let the bigger pieces go a little longer. Man, I'm like salivating over here. Yeah, you smell the spicy, Sophie? I'm gonna not be able to wait. So we're not gonna do all of those on camera. I'm gonna make a couple tacos with these.
Perfect.
We're gonna put together a beautiful dinner.
And we've got Jay Judge with us.
Hey Jay.
And he said we've got sous chef Sophie Eisenbud.
That's right.
What do you need?
All right, so I'm gonna let these bigger pieces cook a little longer. I'm gonna come over here and move you over, Sophie. Over here, so I can build a taco. All right, got our slaw. See if I can get a taco going over here. All right. Am I good, hon? You got a nice view?
Got a nice view.
Excellent.
You're good there.
All right, I'm good right here.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna take out a taco shell. These are nice and soft. I like to double up on mine, so that's what I'm gonna do. Gives you a little more integrity. We're going to put in our fish. Maybe I can squeeze 2 in here. Nice. I'm gonna put on a little bit of our slaw. I'm gonna take it from the top. Man, that looks good. Nice. I have a little avocado salsa, they call this, you know, green avocado salsa. And if that weren't enough, I've got my own homemade hot sauce that I made from my serrano peppers that I grew. Put a couple of drops on there. We give it a little squeeze of lime.
While you're doing that, Captain Allen also suggested putting walleye cheeks in pasta.
Oh yeah. That's awesome. Let me have this.
We have so many options.
It's a very versatile fish. Can you take that lid off, sir? Thank you. These bigger pieces are done. And even if you have leftover, guess what? They reheat well in like an air fryer. And served with tartar sauce. Amazing. All right. So as always, I'm going to taste. Now I want to show you guys this. Look at this taco right here. How beautiful is that? Right? Sure hate to do this to you guys, but here we go.
I can hear the crunch.
Sounded juicy.
I don't know if they could hear the crunch, but I heard the crunch. Wow.
Is that too close?
Oh, they could almost eat it now.
Nice. Really great. This slaw, it's got the Dijon mustard in it, so it gives a little bit of a tang. I love it. It's got, I can put a little, I'm going to do a little cilantro on there. How about that? We'll bump it up. And then, of course, I love cilantro. I know it's a lot of, some people don't. I love it. I can put that on my taco right here. And here we go. This is a dinner fit for a king. Outstanding. So, you don't have a walleye? Make this with any white fish. You can do it with, salmon. You know, you can do it with tuna. You can do it with, you know, cod would be great. I think what they use, whatever fish you would use for fish and chips, fantastic. Yeah, really, really works. The key, like Captain Allen said, cornmeal in that fish fry makes it nice and crispy. So, anyway, that being said, I'm going to get frying the rest of this so I can feed these two. And I will always express my deep gratitude towards you for joining us each and every episode or watching it after the fact, where they live in perpetuity in my group, YouTube, my page. So I say to you, be well, eat well, and be kind, right? Be kind.
Be kind.
Goes a long way.